Okay, we're going to do a deep dive on LeBron James in this game, and look at that. That should be a technical foul right there. No one should have to look at that ugly mug making those ugly, stinky faces. And there's the guy who used to be on the Lakers who now torches the Lakers when the Lakers play them. But he wasn't good enough for LeBron when he was on LeBron's team. How many times have we heard that? And there's the current scapegoat, even though he and LeBron James have the same number of turnovers. Here we go. Okay, so 11:50 on the clock. There's LeBron James in the lower right corner, so you know where he is. I'll stand here and wait until someone decides to kick it out to me, even though I'm a terrible shooter. And I'm just going to kind of walk away. I'm not really engaged at all. And here's a chance for me to get an uncontested three because no one really noticed that I was even on that side of the court anymore, since I kind of wasn't. And here, count how many times he touches this guy. That's a foul, that's a foul, that's a foul. And the ref standing right there will not call it. Here, please note LeBron's flat-footedness under the basket and look at that rebound. The reason I bring this up is, his rebounds help pad his stats. But look at that rebound. This is what most of them are. It's like it's decided on the Lakers team that they're going to run down court and let him get the rebound. It's not like he fights for the rebounds or does anything incredible for the rebounds. He just gets to have the rebounds. Now watch him bring the ball up after that rebound. Look, he struggles with it there, and then he completely travels right there. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's rewind that. Okay, here it is in real time. What was that? And what was that? I got to slow it down. Okay, it's awkward, hits his knee, has to try and awkwardly catch up to the dribble, and then picking up for a shot. No, I'm continuing to dribble. Don't tell me that he didn't partially pick that ball up and then just continue dribbling. I guess that's not counted as traveling now. I don't know. I'm so confused about NBA traveling, but if it's LeBron James, it's certainly not going to get called. Here we go with another case of an uncontested rebound that obviously the Lakers have decided belongs to LeBron James. Here comes a terrible turnover. Terrible turnover, but don't worry. LeBron, they will only talk about Westbrook. They will not talk about you after the game. Hey, why was LeBron down there in the corner all alone? Let's rewind that. Well, here's that incredibly bad turnover, and what's LeBron do? He quits. Does he try to get back? Does he try to make up for his mistake? Nope. He has taken a rest down in the bottom corner, and instead of being criticized for his play, all anyone wants to do is praise him for the wide open three-pointer, courtesy of the rest of his teammates hustling to get the ball. Here's one of about 1 billion cases in which LeBron should get teed up. LeBron, there is no way that you know for a fact that it went off the Pelicans last. And what does the ref do? The ref just takes it. He just, look at LeBron up in his face. He's not done. Ooh, other players would have been teed up for that. And what's he arguing over? A good call by the ref. This play is important because watch. LeBron quits right there. Quits. And then he's getting down the court. And this, of course, gets him an easy layup, which he does not get fouled, but complains. Why are you pointing over here? Why are you pointing at the ref on the far side and getting in his face and barking? Why don't you get in the face of the ref that was standing right there and clearly saw that you didn't get fouled? And how about the fact that you're only in that scoring position in the first place because you quit on your teammates? My God, you're complaining about that? Did McCollum even touch him? Even with the hip of his shorts? That's 2 technicals LeBron should have by now, 3 if you count his face. Now notice on the clock we're at the 9:15 mark, and notice where LeBron is standing. Now that time he actually had to jump to get a rebound, but can we acknowledge that his assignment means he gets to rest underneath the basket? Hey, your defensive assignment is to be where you should be getting defensive rebounds, but we're going to act like it's incredible when you actually get those defensive rebounds. Notice that he didn't actually have to fight for it either. All he had to do was jump. This leads straight into the steamroller play. A play that is illegal if anyone else does it, but LeBron James has made famous in the NBA because he gets away with it all the time. Here, Dwight Howard almost gets in trouble for taking a rebounding stat from LeBron, but he quickly hands it to LeBron. Maybe they even gave LeBron credit for that. That's just a terrible offensive possession. Just terrible. And let's cap it off with something even worse. My God. You know, most players couldn't live down a shot that ugly. I mean, holy crap. But it's not even mentioned by any analysts after the game. Even though he misses 2 in a row, and the first one it was worse than anything that Skip and Shannon make fun of Westbrook for. They love to make fun of Westbrook, but if LeBron does it, no problem. It's okay, man. But this is the part that I don't think anyone is looking at. Look at LeBron now. I mean, what did he do after missing, except for wait for the teammates to let him miss again? I'm going to use this bad shooting as an opportunity to talk about scoring points and how it's affecting the Lakers in general, because Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, all of them want to talk about all of LeBron James's numbers and that it's fine for him to keep shooting like that. Well, for perspective, LeBron James got 7 shots. 5 were from the perimeter. The entire rest of the team only got 5 shot attempts. The entire rest of the team, while LeBron James was in the game, only got 5 shot attempts. Dwight Howard and LeBron James both went to the free throw line once. So in the first quarter, LeBron took 7 out of 12 of the team's shots. That's almost 60% of the team's shots. And then he got to boost his overall numbers by going to the free throw line, where he only made 1 out of 2. Imagine taking 60% of the team's shots, losing the game, and still being commended for getting 39 points. Speaking of boosting your points with free throws, here comes an undeserved trip to the foul line. I mean, what is the defender supposed to do there? LeBron just steamrolled into the lane. I guess you aren't allowed to be where LeBron is charging. The teammates are coming over and comforting him. They're like, it's all right, man. That's just the way it is. We all have to live with it. They want this guy to be in the news, and they want him to get these scoring titles. And, you know, that's hard because he can't even make free throws. Isn't that great, everyone? This guy is going to break legendary scoring titles with this type of BS. I just had a thought. You know, this was really another attempt. You know, that was a missed layup. That should count as another shot attempt, but it doesn't because he got fouled and went to the free throw line. But the free throws count toward his point total, but the attempt does not count against his point total. I mean, I know you guys already understand that. That's just basketball, but it's interesting to consider how all of his undeserved free throws have helped his point total while not hurting his shooting attempt percentage. Here's something I started noticing LeBron does every game: illegal moving screens and then hooking the defender. Take a closer look. Make no mistake, LeBron has that guy's arm twisted around and trapped in his midsection with both of his arms. And of course, the defender usually gets called for it. And this is where the offense goes to die. LeBron in ISO, and then chucking up a terrible, terrible brick that, of course, no analysts will mention after the game. And there's his former teammate that wasn't good enough for him, torching the Lakers. So here's LeBron. He's calling for ISO. He's moving everyone over. And after he decides to give up the ball, he immediately goes into nap mode at the top of the key. I will be back here if you guys feel like passing it to me. Nope. Westbrook hits a 3-pointer. Of course, you're not going to hear about that by any analysts. And LeBron is in his defensive nap position. And who is continuing to torch the Lakers? Ingram. You remember when LeBron didn't have any help when that guy was on his team? On this play, I want you guys to help me out. I don't understand. If LeBron's not going to cover his guy on the perimeter and like hover down there like he's going to do help defense, what's the point if he doesn't even raise a hand and the guy that he should have helped on scores? This next play is important. You see LeBron just kind of standing there at the top of your screen. Now, he actually makes an effort here, but he decides that's enough, and he's done. he's done. And this should pretty much wrap up the quarter. Yep, they score, and Vogel calls a timeout, and LeBron gets taken out of the game there at 3:32. All right, so that was just LeBron in the first quarter, but I hope that sheds a little reality on the situation as opposed to all the bullshit Shannon Sharp is putting out there. I'll say something positive since I never do. I thought that Anthony Davis actually looked pretty good in his fro sweater and sunglasses. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. It's helpful.